Pain heals. Chicks dig scars. Glory lasts forever.
Juju Watkins, Naismith Player of the Year. Let's talk about it. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate all your support as always. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Shout out to the 19. Let's go. I'm sure this is a little bittersweet for Juju after the way her season ended, but as you can see here, Naismith Awards, Best Player in College Basketball. Congratulations to Juju Watkins of USC on being named our 2025 Jersey Mike's Naismith Women's College Player of the Year. Does it hurt anyone else a little bit for the longtime sports fans out there? Does it hurt your heart a little bit when you get this stuff? It's no longer the Naismith Women's College Player of the Year. We've got to get a corporate plug in there first, get those sponsorship dollars. I don't know. It just sounds cheaping. Sounds cheaping to me. The Jersey Mike's Naismith Women's College Player of the Year. So here is the question. No offense to Juju, but I got a little bit especially after last season and then the discourse this season, right? You have idiots like Nick Wright say, they're trying to anoint her. They're saying, why aren't we ever talking about her, even though no one has been pushed their sophomore year like Juju Watkins? They're talking about how Nick Wright saying she's the best, probably be the best women's basketball player ever. She's in our face in commercials all the time. For me, I see a lot more Juju than I see Caitlin Clark now. It's absolutely absurd. Push, 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 push for Juju Watkins. So this kind of gave me the feeling of this award was won a long time ago. And unless it was an absolute complete disaster, it was going to be hers just in the way Asia Wilson was getting her MVP. Because look, it's not everything is numbers, right? I get that. But you can get a lot from them. You can watch games, like some people point out, and I hate to use this example because it was when she got hurt and nobody wants that, but a lot of people say, well, maybe she doesn't. She's got a wide open teammate instead of going into a bunch of defenders. But the point being is if you watched enough of Juju Watkins this year, that is a lot of Juju Watkins' game. Juju Watkins' game is about Juju Watkins. I just said Juju Watkins way too much, but you get my point. It's a lot. It's about her. She doesn't play a style that elevates her team. It's let's watch her do her thing. And I don't know if that's what a lot of people are gonna want. I don't know if that's what really gets you National Player of the Year. And so I'm just want to go through a few examples, right? We can talk about some numbers here. We've got, Juju, 23.9 points per game, which was down. Her shooting numbers, 42.6% overall, 32.5 from three, only 47.5 from two. Her EFG, 479. I mean, her EFG is under 50%. She is a good free throw shooter, 82%. 6.8 rebounds, 3.4 assists, 2.2 steals, 1.8 blocks, 3.2 turnovers for her first 2 years in her career, more turnovers than assists. What about Lauren Betts? Right? Did we forget about Lauren Betts? 20 points per game, 9.6 rebounds per game, right? 65% from the field, folks. She needs to work on her free throw shooting, no doubt about that. 61% free throw shooter rate. 65% from the field, 20 points, 9.6 rebounds, 2.8 assists, almost as many assists a game for the center, Lauren Betts, as Juju Watkins gets, and 3 blocks a game. And she actually has a positive assist to turnover ratio, which again, for a big who's not usually getting a lot of assists, that's a big deal. She was also named Defensive Player of the Year. So we know, so I don't want to hear the, well, Juju plays defense thing because so does Lauren Betts, clearly. And of course, we've got Tania Latson, which again, to me, is someone who was very much overlooked, who had a fantastic and more than fantastic year, led the nation in scoring at 5.2 points, shoots better in every split to Juju. 45% from the field, 34.2 from three, 47.7 from two, 484 effective field goal percentage. Great free throw shooter, 81.8%. Her and Juju are locked there. 4.6 rebounds, not bad for someone who's like, what, 5'8" compared to Juju's 6'2". 2.2 steals per game, which also matches Juju, and a positive assist to turnover ratio. And she had an absolutely fantastic season and had less talent around her at Florida State than Juju Watkins had at USC. And we'll go one more. And I'm not saying these are the only ones that you could say, hey, well, wait a minute. Did Juju really deserve this? We're going to look at Hannah Hidalgo. Now, unfortunately for Hannah, Notre Dame didn't end well. They lost 3 of their last 5, although Hannah's numbers in those games actually are pretty good, except she shot poorly in 2 of them, which included the last game of the season, obviously. But again, 23.8 points per game, literally zero point 0.1 points per game lower than Juju. Her splits, all better than Juju, all better than Latson, by the way, too. 46.3%, 40% from 3, 486 from 2, 51.7% for the effective field goal percentage, and even a superior free throw shooter, 85.6%, which is wild. 5 rebounds a game for the, 5'6", 5'7", Hannah Hidalgo. 3.6 assists per game, which is more than Juju, to only 2.7 turnovers. 3.7 steals per game, which led the nation. Hannah Hidalgo had more steals than Juju Watkins had assists. Let that sink in. Hannah Hidalgo had more steals than Juju Watkins had assists. So, look, I'm not saying that Juju Watkins didn't deserve this award. I'm just kind of saying that maybe this decision was made a long time ago and Juju Watkins might not deserve this award. It's yeah, that's kind of where I'm at when I look at these things, and I look at uh Tania Latson's season, especially Lauren Betts. I mean, yeah, I guess I am saying. I mean, for me, I'm looking at Lauren Betts or I'm looking at Latson. Uh, yeah, maybe probably the thing with Hidalgo for me in the perception I think of voters is that her season didn't end well, and that's what a lot of people look at is toward the end. But in that case, neither did Juju's, right? But I think that's what colors that a little more because Notre Dame really sort of faded at the end there. So that does make it a little tougher. But one more thing I want to leave you with to think about, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below, of course. Um, but this I thought was really, really interesting. Just to give you an idea of how deserved it was, Juju Watkins has the lowest total shooting percentage to win National Player of the Year in 18 years. 18 years. And if you're wondering what total shooting percentage is, it's sort of like EFG, but instead of just weighting the 3s and 2s, it includes free throws. So getting to the line often and being a good free throw shooter brings up your total shooting percentage over your EFG. Now, keep in mind, Juju has a whistle, so she gets to the line a lot and she shoots well from the line. And she still is such a poor shooter during the run of play that she has the lowest total shooting percentage of any National Player of the Year in the last 18 years. Think about that. She's over 82% from the free throw line and she shoots a lot of free throws. That's basically what's added to the EFG percentage. So that's an advantage. Total shooting percentage being compared instead of EFG is a huge advantage for Juju Watkins, and it is still the lowest in the past 18 years. But I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Did Juju Watkins deserve National Player of the Year, or was this maybe something that was sort of made up or determined or decided a while ago? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate you checking out this video as always. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk to you later.